This is Diamonds Inc. TV. KaliMist, G-Dubs. Another
Let's
cipher
get it.
for you real quick. Hey DJ, run that track.
This is Diamonds Inc. TV. This is KaliMist and G-Dubs.
What's up, what's up?
So, basically, we're here to explain music, rap, trap, and explain different genres of music. And explain what's going on in the music industry and who we're talking to and who we're affiliated and what's going on, basically, in terms of social media.
With social media, you know, like there's been a lot of stuff going on in the music industry, a lot of different changes we've seen going on. Even with ourselves, I mean, there's been a lot of changes going on, but I mean, how do you think about the music scene today? Like what exactly, like, you know, is trending?
So, in terms of like the music industry, right now, a few of the upcoming artists that I've noticed are from LA and Chicago. And Chicago has a little movement going on right now. It's not really a good scene right now, but in terms of the whole music, it's evolving in that the music industry, a lot of them are taking little bits and pieces of the movement and transforming it. Like ever since Chief Keef got big, now you got people doing bang bang and doing the whole like
Auto-tune,
and now people are trying to incorporate little small details that he did in his music. Even I'm doing that, but
yeah.
The whole point is that everybody's doing the same thing basically. Like everybody's just following each other.
And, you know, that's something I think like we're trying to like not do. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to go like a separate way. I mean, yeah, want to be the trendsetters, but at the same time, like we got to be different. So
Yeah.
and how do you think music, like all around, not just rap music, but like music itself, like how do you think it's changed in the last decade?
I think that the music over the last decade, it's been more of like just turn up music, nothing that has like any meaning to it, like just like dance songs, and that it's kind of just like what sells. It's not really anything serious anymore. It's kind of like a little scene, like an image.
All kind of like movie films, I guess is the way you would say it, right?
Yeah,
like everything has to be a movie nowadays. It's not just about the music anymore, the way I see it.
I mean, people make meaningful songs, don't get me wrong. There's artists like Drake, J. Cole, people that have like sentimental songs or about like depression, anger, killing, stealing, something of all those. But in the end, they're entertainers, and it's it's promotion.
Yeah, to entertain.
Yeah, and that everybody is basically their own entertainer, and the whole music scene is it's a big social media. It's a big social media network. Like, social media is networking, and networking is basically making connections. And that's basically what Diamonds Inc. and my record label is doing right now. We're just working with other artists, making connections. Now,
You mind telling us what artists you mean by? Any big names at all, or
so at the
anybody
moment,
interesting?
right now, we're just working with ATMG, Louis Bags, Young Chop, like right now, because I reached out to them, and those are the main people we're getting the whole Bandcamp beats from, and we've been performing all those songs at all the recent concerts right now. We had a mini tour this year, and like that was just me hitting them up on Facebook, and then it turned into something else. We checked them out, they checked me out, and then me and one of their artists got a close relationship, and that was just through social media. And then after that, it turned into me getting to get the Bandcamp beats, working with Young Chop, and it's just made connections.
I mean, like you said earlier, really it is all about the connections. But
Yeah,
at the same time, we want to make movies and we want to make good music. So
exactly.
that's what Diamonds Inc. is all about.
And a lot of people, like, these days, they have like artists, they have groups, they have rap groups. Everybody has their own name, and then some people have their independent record label. But what most people don't have with their group is a promotion team.
Right.
People need to be promoted to get out there. The only way you're going to get out there is with promotion. The more you're seen, the more people are going to want to see you. In terms of what the promotion does, like, I recently this year like started promoting more of the music, and I got more connections with like gigs and shows, and it just branched out, and now I can do like shows whenever I want.
Yeah. And any good concerts, any good showcases that have been done lately at all? Anything you've enjoyed?
I'd say probably like the best ones that have happened so far, because I only started performing this year, and probably the Middle East and the one in Revere at Sammy's Patio, because the one at the Middle East, I recently recorded a song, a club banger called "Back It Up," and we just turned the whole club upside down, and it was like a good venue and a good vibe, and everybody was enjoying the music. A few people were dancing, and
A lot of people were dancing, actually.
Yeah.
Not a few people, man.
I'm like,
A lot of people.
it was a good vibe, and that, like I said, that happened all because I started promoting myself and getting more out there, and then the music promoters started hitting us up. We got in contact with them, and then now we got shows lined up and shows that we could take the opportunity to take.
So I got another question. What are your thoughts about different genres of music, like country, rock, not just rap, but like, everything all around, like music all around?
Like music a whole, I'd say like overall, like to have different like types of music is good, because that just gives like someone a better background and knowledge of like to have something different or to stay open minded. But I mean, what basically what I'm saying is that it can be whatever you want. Like music can evolve. Like people can just make up new types of like flows and like raps and beats, and then it could be like a new type of music. Like in the sense of like jerk music didn't get out till like 2009 and 10. Dubstep didn't get out till like around that time either, but it was still there, and then it just blew up, and now people are just playing it every time, and now it's all over the radio, social media.
And Diamonds Inc. What is Diamonds Inc.? How did this form?
It formed in 2011. It's an independent record label, and it started with me, my brother, and this dude named Alex, and we used to do these YouTube videos, and then we used to do it for fun, and then I kind
It's
of
kind of like turning something serious, right?
yeah. That's what I'd probably say is probably the number one thing, is to always have fun with it and not take it so serious until it gets serious, because
We're all about having fun.
yeah, and like not everybody's gonna like your music, and that's kind of
Hey,
what's gonna
man.
happen.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but the more people that hate it, which means the more viewers. So there's always a plus and a negative side.
It's always good to have haters, and it's always good to have followers, because the more haters brings the more followers, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. And recently,
Somebody would take the time to diss you, That means
Yeah.
they clearly want to spend the time to, try and better yourself. Not just them, just
and that's
better
another
yourself.
thing. People that want to make diss songs and have a little internet social media beef, or I don't even know what to call it. I mean, I did a diss to another artist back in high school, and he used to go to school with us, and now I think about it, it's just there's really no point, because like I bet even if I didn't even do that diss back then, I still would have been at the same point where I'm at right now. And it's just like people just want to start drama, and there's really no point, because I mean, it does. It's like it's good for like getting attention if you're just trying to start out and you're gonna throw like a big punch or like attack someone that's like pretty well known, because then everybody's gonna be like, oh, he just called him out. Is the person gonna respond? And like sometimes they do, and then sometimes they don't.
At the same time, though, that kind of like it can put both people or whoever in a position of like, what to do.
Yeah,
Because then nobody wants to get involved with spending a lot of money.
exactly.
If they don't have the money.
Exactly.
If you do have the money, then you might as well just promote your music, and
Exactly.
there's no reason for dissing.
Exactly. And promoting disses, it just causes problems. And some dude recently dissed me, and I didn't respond is because for some of the people that have asked me why I didn't respond, or for the some people that wonder why I haven't responded, it's just because I just don't feel the need to. And it's just like, you know, I'm doing shows and like performing and working on with these artists, and then there's people that just make music just to make music. Like there's a difference between like an artist. Like I personally consider an artist as someone that like performs. Anybody can just like make a song,
Right.
but like if you can perform your song, that's different. If you can get people to download your song, that's different. If you get
Right.
people to buy your song, that's even better. But people have to understand that just because you make music, you can't go around saying you're an artist and then, saying you're famous or something. It's just not necessary.
No, nobody likes hearing trash talking.
Exactly.
And those that do, they just want for the attention.
Yeah. And there's been a lot of internet, social media beef going on between the Coke Boys and OTF. And that was a recent thing I heard because, like I told you guys, I've been working with a Chop Squad, and recently I was talking to one of the artists, Louis Bags. We got a record coming out like next month, and he told me that they're not really cool no more because of apparently French Montana said that Chop Squad they have ghostwriters, which is basically someone that writes your songs and basically just someone that writes your songs to make it sound better, and that if you don't want to write, someone else can do it for you.
I mean, how many artists around the world have ghostwriters? I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne is like priority number one.
Exactly.
Like,
and then
still making millions of views, millions of money.
Yeah, and it's whatever works. And I mean, basically they're not really working together no more and talking. And like I said, I recently opened up for the Coke Boys twice, I meant last month. And I'm working with Bandcamp, so it's been kind of like, it's just kind of funny because they're not really cool, and then this is all happening.
Yeah, well, it's always good to be the center of attention.
Yeah. And also that people need to also check out the underground rap scene, because personally, the underground rap scene with the artists that perform at the clubs, then like
they all kill it, man.
Yeah, I personally think that the underground rap scene is way more live, way more fun than just going to like a huge concert. It's a little bit more different, and it's a little bit more like, I feel like the people are there to listen to the music rather than to just like turn up and just like, oh, I saw YG, or oh, I saw Lil Wayne, or oh, I saw Drake, or oh, I saw Rihanna, and they perform some song that gets on the radio like every day.
Now, while we're talking about the radio and ghostwriting, does anybody in Diamonds Inc. ghostwrite at all?
No.
Anybody made it on the radio yet?
No, not like a big radio. No.
At some point, though, it'll probably happen. I mean,
hopefully. I mean, I got a lot of club bangers, and I feel like some of my dance songs.
As soon as somebody hears it on the radio, it's gonna go right to the top.
Exactly, and like necessarily, you don't even have to be signed by a label or even have sponsors or anything to like be well known. I mean, a lot of artists nowadays, they just have a Facebook page, SoundCloud, or YouTube, and that's all they use for their label, and that's the promotion. I've noticed that a lot of the upcoming artists, they all got noticed from YouTube and also like making a good song, but most of the artists get signed from YouTube. And so,
what's one big artist that would have got signed from YouTube? One that comes off the tip of my tongue would probably be Soulja Boy, right?
Soulja Boy, Chief Keef, Young Thug, a lot of younger kids, a lot of younger people our age, like 1920s. A lot of people that are younger getting signed because they need younger artists. A lot of the artists are like, they're fading away, and like they're not gonna live forever.
No.
So it's like,
nobody lives forever. Maybe spiritually, but physically,
yeah,
nobody lives forever. Except Gandhi.
Yeah. But the whole music scene, I think as a whole that it's good and that it's a good entertainment scene. It keeps you occupied. The concerts are definitely awesome. The music also is it's fun to do and it's fun to perform. I think that if you're bored and you need something to occupy yourself or something that's constructive, just like go home, sit at home, make a beat, or just like write down some lyrics, or just like rap to yourself in the shower, or just like listen to a song and just rap over it.
Yeah.
Because like it's not hard, and a lot of artists that are like struggling to get to that point where they can perform and like get more fans and a following, they just need to keep doing it instead of giving up and seeing it as, oh, I'm not some famous artist, or I'm not Malfi, or I'm not Sam Adams. And
Exactly, like you just said. I mean, you just got to keep at it, put in hard work,
yeah,
put your 2 cents in and get $1 back, and, work. Nothing in this life ever comes free. You got to work for it.
And another thing is that some of these artists that get to the top or get famous or get big, half the time they have that one song and then you never hear them again, or they just fall off.
Right.
And like what I'm trying to have is make that not happen. Like I want to have songs
like
that
every
people,
song, right?
yeah, consistent songs. Like not every song needs to be perfect, but as long as someone can play that song within the next 5 years, or go back to listen to it the next 10 years, or like even like when they're older, like, oh, I knew that kid, and they tell their kids that in the car, and they can be like,
Story
that's
time.
a good song. And it's like, people need to understand that they need to make songs that will make you like stick in the rap game. And I'm not saying
definitely.
Diamonds Inc. is necessarily in the rap game, but I will say we're underground and we are definitely well known. And for a fact, no matter what anybody says, we are the third biggest artist coming out of Massachusetts.
How many likes on the Facebook page? Just wondering. I haven't been up to date.
So on the Facebook page, it has 11,000 likes. Oh. And we have 13,000 like on Reverb Nation.
Wow.
And so far, the only artists that have a huge following in Massachusetts is Malfi and Sam Adams. And I do hear Sammy Adams on the radio. I see Malfi always perform at the Middle East, but personally, I still consider them still underground because, as far as I'm concerned and what I'm seeing, they're not even making any moves in the music industry. They're not working with any mainstream artists. They're not working with anybody that's signed. They're pretty big and they're making a good amount of money off of their music. It's just that I don't see Sammy Adams on MTV, and I don't see him work with anybody that's big and famous.
I haven't really seen any recent interviews by either one of them either. Any interviews at all?
And that's what I'm saying. That see, Diamonds Inc. We incorporate interviews. We do different stuff. We're
all about the corporate policy.
Exactly. We want to be different to stick out. That's another thing I wanted to bring up. Being different. That's what catches people's eye in the music industry.
There's nothing
you have to
wrong with
stand
being
out
different.
because what people want is something that is eye catching and that can like be something different than the last artist they signed like a year ago or 2 years ago. Trinidad James came out with a song All Gold Everything like last year, and then a year before that A$AP Rocky got signed in New York. And it's just like, there are two different types of artists that make two different types of music. And it's just like, what I've noticed is it's a pattern. It's that every artist that gets known or big or gets that shine or that time to be on spot is that they're all different, or there's something different about them, or their music, or even the way they dress. Like, as an image, they all look different.
I think the best word I could probably say is that they're all attention grabbers, is what you're trying to get at.
Yeah.
They seem to be in the spotlight. They seem to be in the movie shine.
Exactly, and that's good for them because that's what they need, as much attention as possible. That's what we need as a group. And Diamonds Inc. we're getting a pretty good amount of attention. It's just that we need to get to the point where it's like we're getting a bunch of likes. We're getting like a bunch of fans like consistently every day or every week.
Constant revenues to go to, you know,
Yeah.
showcases to do and whatnot.
Because the more fans we get in Massachusetts, that's going to make a different impact on the shows.
People, please come to our shows. We do them for free for most of the part too, so you know, just pay $10 at the door, you get them.
I mean, they're all clubs, and we're soon going to try to incorporate festivals, maybe get on the Worcester Palladium, and also do more shows in the Middle East. But we're going to do a lot of opening acts starting in 2015 and starting this year. We're going to start opening up for more artists for live performances instead of just showcases. And
I'm sorry to cut you off, but isn't Immortal Technique the king of underground hip-hop?
Yes.
Coming to Boston?
Immortal Technique is coming to Boston, to Midway Cafe. I think it is
the king.
When is it?
September 11th.
Yeah. It's September 11th. And
Patriots Day.
That is a very, very well-known underground artist, and he is not on the radio at all, and he's very well-known in the UK and very underground, but makes a very good living off of his music.
Independent record label too, right?
And he is, not signed by nothing. He has no artist, and he has like a fan base and a following of like 32 million. And all he does is just, he makes a song, he goes home, and if he wants to shoot a music video, he does, and then he just uploads it, and he performs it. That's not hard.
Nope. Everyday life goals I'm looking forward to.
It's just that people need to either put the initiative or the energy into what they want to do with their craft.
Exactly.
And that, you know, it can still always something can always come out of it, even if you don't get what you want. It's just that you always have to try and keep going with it. I've been doing this music thing for about 4 years now, and I haven't stopped, even if it has gone bad. It's just fun.
If there's anything I've learned being, you know, surrounded with music my whole life, 20 years of having music in my life, there's one thing I've learned is that nothing is free. You got to work for it. And if you don't work for it, then you may as well go home.
Exactly. And Diamonds Inc. is a group, and what we're doing is we're
blowing up, basically.
Yeah.
We're blowing up.
We are getting a good
to the
notice
stars
right now, and we're getting a lot of notice by a lot of the local artists in Massachusetts. They want to work with us. But another thing that I want to get into conversation about is that the whole like doing songs and features and the whole beats and everything else. People have to understand, because I noticed this on social media. People get mad when I make these like statuses where I'm like doing songs for the low, or do you want to do a feature for like $100-$200 or something. It's just like, you know, I know I'm not signed, but it's to the point where like I'm not gonna do songs with people for free, and some of the artists got a little discouraged and mad at that. And I just want them to understand that everybody has to spend money to make money, and you have to spend money in this industry to get anywhere, to be honest with you.
Truth.
Like
you said earlier, like I said earlier, nothing in life is free. You got to work for it.
And like, even those phone calls with like Bandcamp, like, I didn't get those beats for free.
Nope.
You got to spend money, and it's just how it is.
Make money. But Diamonds Inc., we will be at the top very soon, just like that song On Top.
Yep, we also got that record coming out with Louis Bags.
Yep.
Everybody check us out on Diamonds Inc. Facebook page. We also want you to stay more in contact with the Bedford TV, more Diamonds Inc. TV.
Bedford TV always has our back.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Hey, look, this is Diamonds Inc. TV. KaliMist G-Dubs. Bedford TV running the track for us.
We're back.
DJ, run that. I'm finna give you guys a freestyle cipher real quick. On some straight knowledge, you know what I mean? Look, it's coming from the bottom of my heart.
Hey.
Hey man, what is life? If you ain't got no life, man, what is strife? But I've been out here playing my position, moving my soldiers, we out here getting our tuition. It's a real struggle. I'm out here at Bedford TV, man, this is a hustle. So we gotta get paid. And I'm doing what I gotta do, man. So this is what I gotta say, hey. Cause at the top it's just us. Diamonds Inc., we number one, we blowing up. Real quick, I ain't even need to swear. This is bad for TV, so you keep that shit in a jar. Real quick, I got another bar.
Hey.
You don't want to hear me, man. I'm sounding kind of bizarre. And I'm a real thug. I'm getting money, so they don't even want to love me. But the streets is coming real quick. All I hear is sirens and these full clips.
Hey.
I'm just trying to live another day. I'm out here chilling, man. Bedford, what you gotta say? We're blowing up on top. It's G-Dubs, KaliMist, and we on top. Diamonds Inc. and our heads strong.
Yep.
Blowing off that good weed. That compound.
Life is great. Waking up every day, wake and bake. Going down to the park, tell them how to do it. I kick it like new school and I bring it back like old school. People want to know what I do. I change it up the scene, making up a new song and making history. I wake up and fantasize about dreams, making reality turn to freaking fantasies. Look, this is what I do. This is my position. And understand I'm on a mission and money's my commission. I'm taking over at my state of mind, taking over every day when I wake up and grind and understand I cannot change what I came up to be. This is something that you cannot be, nothing that you can't view, and understand that you can't see my point of view. At the top it's just us. The music awesome and lyrically I can't stop. Lyrically I'm a bomb, killing these people like homicide, and people understand my lyrics, they just bars.
And I got so many bars to say. I'm out here just trying to get paid every day. It's G-Dubs, KaliMist, what they gotta say. We in Bedford TV, we blowing up. Real quick, I ain't even leaving out with another thought. She been out here putting in this work like I was John Deere. So I got a scooter off real quick. Have no fear, this is what I do. I'm on my grind, chilling with the damn crew. We getting paid, man. This is what we gotta do. Smoking down, but they don't even want to be about that. Cause I'm out here living my dreams. No alcohol, no evil schemes. Just rolling up that good life. I'm chilling all day, man. No hesitating with what I gotta say. Cause them AK verbal hits are gonna slay. Each and every day, we on top. It's G-Dubs, KaliMist in the spot. Real quick, they don't wanna mess with us. Cause I'm watching everything that I gotta say. Cause this is what I do. I don't want these shots fired when you chillin' with the crew.
And that's the instrumental. Turn up. And that's Diamonds Inc.
Sorry for free all day. G-Dubs, find us on Facebook there. KaliMist, Diamonds Inc.
Yeah, check us out.
Bedford TV. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Support your local artists.